Okay, kind of tweaked his geometry a little bit and extruded out some basic pectoral muscles locations. Blah blah blah. I've been kind of thinking about how I'm going to proceed about this in ZBrush and anywhere else. I just kind of keep pulling on the extrudes as much as I can. And that would make the most sense. And that's kind of what I want to do here, but I want to also kind of build in a musculature structure a little bit, just to kind of follow along a little bit of what's happening over here with the troll. So just kind of gonna play around with it. I was thinking about heading into the shoulder deltoid and the top part. I'm not sure. It's like it's not the traps. Maybe it's the traps. I'm not sure. But let's go grab. Oh goodness gracious! I have no idea what's going on with those. Maya, you are weird. All right, and I'll grab the front part of that because it does. The packs do carry across to the shoulders, which do kind of twist back into the tris and into the biceps. It's all twines, you know. There's no muscle really pushes; everything pulls. That's to my understanding. But I went to art school. All right, so what we'll do, we'll start kind of building up that deltoid. So I'll just go ahead and extrude, and I'm going to stop there and go to edge. And start kind of shaping this appropriately, even if I have to add extra vertices and then delete them later or collapse them, whatever. I'm not worried about that. Mostly I'm trying to keep the edge loops intact. That's why I collapsed those earlier versions. That's why I've kind of been pushing things inward over here. It's not clean, but it's not far off. Over here. This is probably my biggest mess. And there we go. Mess resolved. I want to have the edge loops. I want to have them intact. I want them to flow along the actual musculature of my geometry as best I can. And I will take these down a little bit, even if I want to anticipate not making it into ZBrush. That's the thing that's going to be pretty important because if I don't make it in ZBrush, I don't want to rely on crummy mesh that I could actually fix with the patchwork that ZBrush gives us. Normal maps can hide a lot of junk. See, max right off the bat, I want to cut one of those right away, but I don't know how to do it yet, so I have to wait. I know there's a cut tool. That's okay. Still organizing things anyway. See, I want to develop a separation between where the armpit and the shoulder, bicep and tricep all kind of come together. These guys, these right here are offering an awesome opportunity, but it's going to take some work to shape it. probably what I'm going to do. It'd be like more like a, is it chamfer in here or bevel? Yeah, bevel. So boop, boop. See, now that's cool. Get that move on the edge. Just make it a flatter landing pad, as it were, for this. Love landing pads. Whenever you're going to build stuff, it's always good to think about. That's why I always tell my students to work in quads, because you can always subdivide your quads into a means of a solid connection. 4, 8, 16, 32, things like that. That's how all the software. That's how we do it in games. So why not do it in your modeling? Got a scary movie, creatures screaming. Alright, so I got this pole right here that I'm going to want to get rid of, and so I'm going to have to learn the cut tool here eventually. But, that's not how the body works. It's okay. Just going to chunk that out there real quick. That vertex needs a proper home. That's not going to work there. Alright, though, we're starting to see a shape. A little big on the pegs. We can work on that. Looks like Bolo's pegs from Enter the Dragon, Bloodsport. That man's got some big boobs. Oh, no, I definitely do not want to work in multi-component. I know that will be nothing but problems for me. Alright, so I've been going at this for a little bit. Not as long as the other ones. So I'm going to keep going. Put you back down there. Alright. So what I like to do here is I grab actually these faces. I'm going to scale them flat. That's actually clear here. There it is in Max. Look at that. Alright, I've got. See, I've got an edge here now that I could probably start. I'm not against this edge here being in this location. This is actually a very proper spot to put the shape of where the pec and the shoulder start to kind of become one. But on the same vein, this is crap geometry. I need to fix a lot of this. Like I know how to do it in Max. I know where I can make cuts and then do some collapses and kind of be strategic in how I can form a lot of my geometry. And I'm actually thinking about how I'm going to, animate this. Esther's always planned to be animated. So I'm trying to think of the geometry of the flow of the body and the musculature. So things will move a little bit more realistically. That shoulder's gonna need all that connection right there. Gonna need a lot more detail. I've got it. It's not connected in the right spot. So I'm gonna work on that. Alright, so then the actual connection here needs to be more appropriate towards what's happening between the delt, tricep, and the trap. So I got room for geometry, but hey, we're coming along. I'll have to work my concept a little bit to actually figure that out, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get out of that. Object mode. Go away, Windows. Ooh, move it up. Yeah. So the legs are about half. Hold shift, make a copy. So that's how big my legs are. So okay, up a little higher. All right, I'm gonna match these as best I can. All right. So what I need to do is create a spot for the leg to come out of the hips. I need to create hips first. So I'll go to face. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Control E. All right, so we're starting to get hips. What we also need to do now is split those. We need to split this edge up. I don't know how well that's going to work with the symmetry. I have to turn it off. Caps lock is not going to hold it. We got hips, son. Okay, so let's grab those hips again. Sweet. It looks like Lego hips. See, now I can make a connection here, so I know I got some cleanup to do for sure. So that vortex needs to cut across where the crotch is. It's not the crotch. But you get what I'm saying. Edge. Definitely been a long day, getting late. All right, I'm gonna put this on hold and work on it later. It's been a nice 12-hour day today, so I'm gonna work on Esther and post this stuff later.